I'm Sharon Jurd and welcome to my Biz Blitz video. Today I want to talk to you about when things go wrong. And if something does go wrong in your life or business, this is what you need to do. And of course, firstly, I want to talk about things do go wrong. If you think you're going to be in life and in business and nothing ever goes wrong, we need to have a bit more of a chat, because you will set out to open a business, for example, and you've got all of these wonderful goals and aspirations and visions and missions. And along the way, it's going to get a bit bumpy. There are things that are going to go wrong. If you think it's just going to go smooth sailing, you're going to have a wonderful life and wonderful business, I'm telling you, you can have all of that. But there are going to be bumps along the way. And it's how you behave when these come along, and which affects the overall success of your life and your business. So firstly, don't blame. Don't blame others, don't blame the community, don't blame the environment, don't blame the weather, don't blame anything. Once you get into that mode, you're on a slippery slide downhill. What you've got to do is acknowledge it and go, okay, this didn't go as planned, it's not quite right. What did we learn from that? How can we improve ourselves and our systems or our behavior so it doesn't happen again? I always say that if something goes wrong, you set up a system so it never, ever, ever happens again. And so look at it, analyze it. You don't have to get bogged down analyzing, a mistake for days, months and years on end, but have a look at it, learn the lessons from it, and then implement a strategy so it doesn't happen again. The second thing you need to do is get into a creative problem-solving mode. And what that means is, how do I solve this problem? Right now, in this moment, there is this challenge, and how am I going to solve that? As a business owner, you'll hear people say, I'm putting out fires all the time. You don't want to be in chaos, but as a business owner, a lot of your time is spent being creative in solving problems or overcoming challenges. And sometimes your team looks to you as the leader to do that. Don't have to have all the answers, but a lot of times you do have to think about what you can do to overcome this problem. And as I said, setting up a system so it doesn't happen again is a really good start. And many, many years ago, when I was traveling with a group of people, a gentleman said, it was a couple, a gentleman and a lady, and they said to me, oh, holidays are just problem solving. That's what we do. And I was like, oh, that's not my holidays. But when you really look at it, that's what you're doing. A lot of people go, oh, I don't like to use the word problems. Well, use challenges or, whatever word you want to use. But, when you travel, you're, making sure you can get transport to the airport, what's the problem of that? Okay, you've got to have transfers. When you arrive, you've got to make sure that you have the hotel, and, there things might be that the hotel room's not ready for you. So what are we going to do with our luggage? And so it's being resourceful around the logistics of life. In this example, in your travel. So what is it for you, in your life, your business, where you have to be resourceful to overcome these challenges, problems, or bumps in the road on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis? And I'm telling you, the bigger you get, it doesn't go away. Each part of your business and life, there are always little challenges coming along where you have to think about and be resourceful around some areas of your life and business. So I'm Sharon Jurd. I hope this video has been helpful to you today. If you think it would add value to your family, friends or colleagues, please share my video, because I want to help as many people as I can, and I need your help to do it. I'm Sharon Jurd, and we'll talk very soon.